bright, be the star you are, yeah. Time to shine, time to shine. Shine bright, be the star you are, yeah.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Chat with Nick. And tonight, my gosh, it's so exciting once again because we have no other than one of the luminaries of OPM back in the Philippines. And before anything, if you're watching, hashtag live. And if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. And because it was Valentine's Day yesterday, hashtag Valentine's. So belated happy Valentine's to everyone who's watching out there. And I just wanted to remind everybody that we do have a lot of things coming up this year from Mick Diaz Presents. So we have something special coming up. And before anything, I just wanted to say get well soon to Arvin. Thank you so much for being in the background, backstage. Thank you so much. And also hi to Kuya Ed. And to those who watched our Valentine's Day special with Boy Katindig featuring Joni Villamil, Kelly Badon of Side A, Chris Ivan, we had Derek Santos, Remily Benjamin, and Imogen Natangan. Thank you so much for being on our show last night. It was so awesome. And to all of those people who supported us and came to the Noipits downtown LA, thank you so much. And also to D1 Productions, Emmanuel Munda, thank you so much for doing our videography and photography. And also to Jules Floria Gracer for sponsoring our show. That's Floria Gracer Insurance Solutions, and also Michelle Soriano Molina, makeup artist for pageants and beauty contestants. So tonight we have Ivy Violan. Oh my goodness. She has been a singer for over, for so long, like over 40 years. And she's the most sought after lounge and concert performer, recording artist, theater artist, and composer. And she has toured around the world, and she has performed at prestigious venues such as the Carnegie Hall in New York City and the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles. And over the years, Ivy's name has become synonymous to musical excellence because of her stature in the Philippine music industry, and because she has won so many international awards. She is also known as the global queen of song festivals. So we're going to find out more about that. I'm so curious which festivals are her favorite festivals to go to. So everybody, let's all welcome Miss Ivy Violan. Show us your hashtag Ivy and your clapping emojis and fire emojis and heart emojis. Let's all give her an applause, everybody. Hi,
Hello.
Ivy.
Hi.
How are
Happy
you
Valentine.
doing?
I'm very good. I feel good. I just came from a stream also. I'm so blessed. Just so blessed.
Hi. Yeah, good evening. Hello to all of our viewers. So if you have any questions, just ask us in the comment section. And also I wanted to thank those people who are watching on Kumu. So meron po tayong mga viewers from the Philippines and from all over the world. We have some people who watch us every time we come on. So hello po sa mga tao na taga Pilipinas. Hello, hello. It's nighttime here and it's morning over there. So, siguro nagla-lunch na kayo dyan. Hello po sa inyong lahat. So, how are you doing, Ivy?
I'm good. Medyo malamig. If you notice, meron atang thunder kanina, lightning, and it was rainy. But I'd rather have a cold evening than a hot one, right?
Yeah.
Masarap matulog.
Yeah, we could always layer up. Yeah, but this weekend it was so hot and then it got
Yeah,
really
that's
cold
true.
today, this morning, and it rained. And I heard in some parts of SoCal it's raining and it's hailing also. Yeah. And so speaking of being the queen of song festivals, what festival was most memorable for you?
All of them. All of them. The Asia Pacific Singing Contest, the Midnight Sun Song Festival in Finland, and the one in Malaysia was a big hit for me in my heart as I was able to bring home the bacon.
That is so awesome. And so, how many times have you represented the Philippines in festivals?
Jakarta, Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Finland. Five, five, five.
That is so awesome. And
Almost
for
all over the world.
that is so cool. Yeah. That is so cool. Have you performed in Latin America, South America?
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah,
I
so a
hope
lot
so.
of people haven't been there. I haven't been there myself. I'm sure, like one of these days we'll get there, right?
Yeah, you're all over the place. I see it on Facebook.
Except the southern hemisphere. I've never been to the southern hemisphere.
We'll get there soon,
Yeah,
if God
we'll get
permits.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, we miss traveling.
Yeah, we miss traveling.
Hmm.
Yeah, and let us know if there are people who want to join contests and song festivals, what should they do to prepare? Like how do you even find those?
All the competitions that I've joined, I never looked for it. I was asked by GMA7, by the late Antonio Barrero, and a good friend of mine, Marla Tio Paco of GMA7, who passed away just January 21. They're all meaningful to me. And I was reassessing my career then in Manila. How can I be able to give back my talent to our country? So I was given that opportunity to represent. And so blessed. It was a blessing that I brought home the bacon. Together with my composer Danny Tan, Benny Saturno, who else? And a song that I sang in Asia Pacific Singing Contest of No Way to Treat a Heart by Gina Godinez. Back then, my musical director was none other than Willie Cruz.
That is so awesome. So when you were growing up, did you ever think that you would be, traveling worldwide? Did you ever think that you would be joining song festivals all over the world? What
No,
did you want to be when you were a child?
I just love singing. I love exploring at a young age, life outside. Like I play the street, the street. I've been in the street playing jack. What's this? Tumbang preso, patintero, these things. I never thought that I would be able to go to the road of competition, and I never imagined myself to be in this position right now. It was all, I believe in destiny. It was written in my palm that is the road that I will get into. I will travel.
So how did you find out that you could actually sing when you were younger?
At the age of 2.5,
Mm-hmm.
with my family, I just went up the stage um, in a carnival. That's it. And then my grandmother, my late grandmother, my uncle, and my brothers, Ivy and the Bellboys, started singing and joining competitions then.
Mm-hmm.
So, bata pa lang ako. That was already a given gift. At a very young age, I was already competing. And that was the road, that was the journey that I am destined to have. And I'm grateful.
So did you ever think of becoming something else?
Mm,
Or did you just like have this thought of that I want to be a singer and that's it and I'll do whatever it takes to be that?
I wanted to be a performer. I really wanted to be a performer. I never imagined that I would be able to sing all over the world and likewise be able to write songs and be able to coach artists, hungry artists. And I never thought that all of this will happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's happening. Still relevant, in other words, and influencer to other young artists.
So what would be your advice for other artists? I'm sure you've met, a lot of different kinds of artists, like a lot of young ones who want to take the path that you've taken. So what's your advice for them?
Um, of course, the gift of singing is given. The passion should not stop. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of study.
Mm-hmm.
I always say this to my students or artists that I am honing to be what they want to be. I always say that it is so easy to be a star. It is so easy if only you will follow the right people who are leading you to your dreams. And that is discipline, voice coaching, get into arts, not only singing but performing. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of hard work and love for your craft and love for the people who loves you, who's supportive of you. Because if not for them, if not for the audience you will be gathering in your lifetime, especially on stage, you will be nothing. So
Mm-hmm.
appreciation of every minute, every performance, be grateful.
Mm-hmm. And so, who are those people who helped you along the way? Were there any mentors, or were there any people who inspired you along the
Yes.
way?
A lot of them. I am blessed to have the best managers in town in the Philippines. Uh, First, I was managed by Girly Rodis, Gina Godinez, Viana Forres, Wingard Tracy. And now, here in the States and in Manila, I'm managed by Grace Figas.
Mm-hmm.
They all are, kumbaga sila yung ginagawa akong buo. Because they're the ones who will tap my back if I'm doing wrong. That's why we
Mm-hmm.
need to follow because they have a program for you to achieve your dream and your goal in your chosen field.
Mm-hmm. And so, before anything, I just want to say hi to Malu Toller.
Hey,
Hi,
it's her
Malu.
birthday. Hi,
Happy birthday.
I'll be
And
guesting in her show.
yes, yes, and we'll talk more about that
Uh-huh.
later on. And hi to Edwin Loyola and also Remy Valdoria. And so, yeah, hi to everyone who's watching. Um, and thank you so much, Remy and Malu, for watching our Valentine's show last night. Thank you so much. And yeah, so speaking of those people, like who helped you, what kind of people, you know, should you should people be surrounding themselves with?
You have to surround yourself with family, your family, the people who are supportive of your career. They are the ones who will help you to be where you want to be. And in this world, in this crazy world, we cannot always win. We have to accept failures, but with failure, it makes you a
Mm-hmm.
stronger person. So move forward, and take away the negativities around you.
Mm-hmm. And so, speaking of failures and challenges, were there any failures or challenges that you experienced? And did you ever come to a point when you said, okay, that's it. I don't want to be a singer. I don't want all, all these things that come with fame and popularity. Was there ever a point when you wanted to give up?
Yes, when I think that was 2020, I felt like the passion wasn't there. So you have to reassess again your life on how I can still be part of the stage. And it, it also came to a point where I burned out.
Mm-hmm.
That happens, but I was able to bounce back and get back to where I should be in the field of entertainment and the stage. And finding avenues where I can be better, something new, reinvent yourself. There are a lot of process to follow.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a shortcut thing. Like what I always say, this is not easy. It's not an easy profession.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a lot of discipline because your tool is your voice and your being, the whole of you. Because when you're on stage, you give the whole of you.
Mm-hmm. And so, what's the process of getting back up? Can you share with us, some of the things you do to get back up from the slump that you were in?
Um, I had to listen to my coach, my voice coach. I had to listen to my manager. I had to listen to my family. My family, my voice coach, and my manager. Nothing more. Because they are the ones who would show you where you're not good at, show you where you can improve, and
Mm-hmm.
show you a different you so that people will still be excited of you.
Mm-hmm.
Because your audience will always look for something new. Your audience will always look at the Ivy of before, but incorporate the new Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy. Like what I said, it's a process. But if you only follow the process of listening to your family, listening to your coach, listening to your management, you're never going to go wrong.
So, what is the new Ivy? Can you tell us?
Oh, the new Ivy was able to sing um, acoustic songs, which they never thought I would be able to. The new Ivy can compose, the new Ivy can coach, and the new Ivy's physique will soon be shown on stage.
And yes, so we're looking forward to that. I know that Malu's show is coming up, right?
Yes,
Yes,
exciting.
and yeah, and so like what's your thought process when you're writing a song? Like, what do you write about?
I write about life. If you talk to me like Mick, you talk to me about your life, right there and then I can write a song for you. When I write a song for other artists, it is not my song. It becomes their song. Because this every song that I write is specially tailored for the artist.
Mm-hmm. So you take those life experiences that they have and kind of
Yes, yes.
come up with a
Uh-huh.
song.
It
right?
becomes the
And
soul of the artist. If you write a
mm-hmm,
song for the artist, it's not anymore going to be my song. It becomes your song.
mm-hmm. And do you write music as well? Do you compose?
Yeah, I compose.
And
I've
do you have to have like formal education to do that, or let's say like do you have to be a graduate of like a conservatory of music or school of music for you to be able to actually write music?
in my case, not really. I base it on experience. I base it on what my friends told me. My friend told me, Alvina C., who wrote Pag-asa ng Mundo, she told me, you know what, Ivy, there's no right and wrong in writing a song. So I went on.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, the key of a good song is the arranger. You have to get the right arranger. And again, I am blessed to have the best arrangers in town, like Homer Flores, Ray Cristobal, Mel Villena, and Colby de la Calzada, which I have been working on lately with.
Mm-hmm. And so speaking of those arrangers, I know like most of them are in the Philippines, right? So how do
Not, no,
you
no, no.
know? Are they here in the
Uh,
States?
yeah, Ray Cristobal is in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
But
And so
because of
that's there's
media,
still distance, right? And
yeah,
how
but
do you actually work with them? Like, is it like online or?
online or because of media, it's not impossible to get in touch with them.
Mm-hmm.
Right after our stream, I have to talk to Colby de la Calzada. And last night I had a long talk with Homer Flores, who is the musical director of ASA.
Mm-hmm. That is so cool. And so can you tell us a little bit about your past experiences in the Philippines? Because we all know that you've had a long career in the Philippines, right? And so, was there um, anything that you remember or the most memorable experiences that you had as a singer in the Philippines?
Yes, I was launched 1981 at Manila Midtown, Cusco, with Ivy Violan and the 8th of September Band. And then in 1983, I was tapped to represent our country in Jakarta with the song of Venice Turno Kung Aking Lan. And in 1985, I was tapped by Alvina C. to sing Pag-asa ng Mundo in the 8th Metropop, which also won grand prize. And then again in 1985, I was tapped by Antonio Barrero to sing for the ABU Song Festival in Singapore with the song Sino Pa Nga Ba? And then in 1988, I was again tapped to be a representative of the Philippines, Manila, in Asia Pacific singing contest, where I sang No Way to Treat a Heart, and again I we got grand prize and best singer. I got a best singer. And then in 1989, ABU Golden Kite Song Festival in Malaysia with Danny Tan's song Easy to Love You and Jose Javier Reyes lyrics at the same time, first runner-up for best performer. And then the last one was 1990 Midnight Sun Song Festival, Finland, where I sang a Finnish song, but it was translated in English by Rina Caniza, and also sang Easy to Love You again, and we got grand prize.
Mm-hmm. So, what is it like to be part of the festivals? Like you're with other artists who are representing other countries, right?
Uh-huh.
So, what is it like? Ano yung mga natutunan nyo? Ano yung experience? Because I've seen a few of those when I was living in the Philippines as a child. I've seen, like the Metropop Fest. I've seen a few festivals on TV. So what was it like? To be alongside artists from other countries. What was that experience like?
It's nerve-wracking. Actually, you can't talk to me. I am by myself. I only go for my voice coach, for my director coaching me how to do my walk on stage. And that's it. That has been my life. For me to be able to reach my goal, I had to be by myself. Um, it takes a lot of hard work, like what I always say, but it paid off. When you're focused on something, you have to be focused to reach that stage and be a winner. It takes a lot of discipline, um, diet, good food, surround yourself with good people, like what I said again, family, management, and your coach, and of course with God's internalizing in your system. And I never went wrong. I never went wrong. Because for me, the stage is just my playground. And if I win, that's a big bonus. And we're blessed. We're blessed.
Yes, and for that we're all thankful for, that you represented the Philippines. What's your favorite place in the world? Like when you're traveling, what was the most significant or most memorable place that you've been to? I mean, outside of singing, it doesn't have to be related to any of the festivals. What's your favorite location or favorite tourist destination?
Of course, America. America. And of course, Europe, for me the best. Paris, Paris, Greece, Japan.
Would you live anywhere else aside from the Philippines and the US?
Yes, I'd like to live in Paris.
Wow, that so in the city of Paris, right? Not
Yes.
on the outskirts, like in the middle of the city.
Outskirt of Paris, like Sauvignon, where's a place where it's all lavender.
Mm-hmm. That is
Outskirt.
so
Uh-huh.
awesome.
And
It's like
Greece.
countryside, yeah.
Greece is so pretty. Oh my God. The Parthenon, the people. It's nice to experience a culture of all over the world because that's where you grow. You cannot confine yourself in one place. You have to take yourself out of your comfort zone. Just like in any field, if you feel like you're jaded, if you feel like you're not growing anymore, go out of your comfort zone, and you will see that, hey, there's something that I still can give, and that happened to me. I got myself out of the comfort zone. Being in the States was not easy when you were pampered in Manila, and all of a sudden you do the dirty work. All of a sudden you ride a train. All of a sudden you ride the bus, and meet a lot of people that you don't know, and they stab your back. But it's okay because here in the States, I've learned to live life and enjoy whoever I want to be in my lifetime now. Just like you, enjoying my company with you.
Thank you. Yeah, and so like speaking of enjoying and living your life the way you want to live it, like I'm really curious, what's your favorite genre? So we know you're a pop singer, right? Um what's your favorite genre of music?
I'd like to believe that I love all genre. Why do I say this? For you to be a good performer, you have to know all genre. You cannot stick to just singing pop. For you to learn, you have to research. And that's what I do. And that's what I tell the artists that I'm coaching. You cannot stop learning.
But if there's like one type of music or one genre type of music that really like that you really attach yourself to, you're like, for me it's R&B oldies, like music from the 60s. That's what really kind of heals me. So like, what would it be for you?
You know what I'm learning right now is aria.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to learn one song. Although I sang one, but I had to rehash again my muscle memory on that. I love singing ballads. I love singing the sound of now. I just love it. I love J Lo. I love Ariana Grande. I love Lady Gaga. I love the Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. These artists that incorporated my singing. I always say that we have to research, we have to learn, but we should not copy, not be a copycat. You have to have a distinct voice. So when they hear, hey, that's Ivy Bilan, you cannot always be a copycat because you're not going to go anywhere. They'll just say, hey, she sounded like Ariana Grande. She sounded like Mariah Carey. I'm looking for something, a distinct voice in that artist, and that I want to see in the young artists. Even with the artists that's being managed by Grace Ligas, I know kumbaga piniga namin yung mga artists na yun eh. And we're so blessed that they're good. We
So
look forward. Go ahead.
who's your favorite artist?
What do you mean favorite?
All time favorite artist, just one.
What do you mean all-time favorite artist?
Do you have one?
From
Mine
the
is Barry
management?
White.
From the
Mine is
management?
Barry White. No, any artist that you love.
Oh, for now I love Ariana Grande. I love her.
That is so
And
awesome.
Adele.
So can we expect you to do an Ariana Grande number one of these days?
Yes.
Your
yes,
version?
I do also. And also, who's this girl? Lady Gaga. A lot of them, they're awesome. They're just awesome.
That is so awesome. I mean, that's truly a revelation for all of us, right? Because, who would have thought an Ivy Violan will like Ariana Grande, right?
It's
That's
great.
something different to, that we all found out tonight. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and so what does Ivy do outside of, like, let's say, like composing, writing songs, outside of coaching other singers? What do you do in your
Excuse me.
pastime? Oh, yeah.
Excuse me. God bless
Bless
me.
you.
What do I do other than these things? I work out. I go to the gym right now. I'm glad that it's open. And I'm, like what I said, it's a process. I wanted to have a better physique than before when I joined the Slimmers World competition, bodybuilding competition. And I still have a coach like Christine Advincula. She was my coach in Manila in Slimmers World body competition. And I still have her now to coach me. Never.
wow.
I never get into something without a coach. No. Any sport that I get into, I have a coach. In golf, in badminton, in bowling, bodybuilding, all of the above.
Wow. Well,
Basketball,
really, I didn't
yes,
know you were a sporty person.
I am. I love sport.
So what's your favorite sport?
Badminton.
That is so cool. That is so cool. Do you have like a team, or like,
In
do you go
Manila, I
to?
have a team. I'm being coached by my friend. I call her my
Oops,
coach,
what is
my
that?
personal nurse, Jenny Sotelo. Boo,
Is that you?
I think so.
Oh my gosh, what's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Something's going wrong. Anyway, maingay.
Yeah, maingay.
What do you do?
Maybe take it out and plug it in.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's better. Now we can't hear you. So while we're waiting for Ivy, I just wanted to remind everybody that there is a show coming up. So that's Malu Toller's fundraiser. Um, and Ivy is one of the singers, along with so many other artists. We have Garth Garcia is gonna be there. Julius Floria is gonna be there. Julius Floria Gracer is going to be there, among other artists that a lot of us are familiar with here in LA. Yeah, and of course Malu Toller. Um, and Oh, we lost Ivy. Yeah, so everybody, if you're out there, look out for our announcements. We're gonna have a few events coming up really soon in March and in April, and in June we're gonna have something really, really um big. Yeah, so we have yeah, someone whose name starts with a J and ends with an R. Yeah, but we're gonna have a big show coming up from Mick Diaz Presents here in LA on June. And we're gonna have a few jazz shows coming up also. So that's something that we should look forward to. We're always trying to highlight new artists here who are local to LA and Southern California and also Northern California. Um, yeah, so we'll be highlighting a number of our jazz musicians and a lot of people. Yeah, are gonna find out who the next generation of Philam jazz artists are. So that's a clue of what's coming up from Mick Diaz Presents. And I think Ivy is almost ready backstage again. Yeah, so if you have any questions out there, just type away, comment away, and ask questions for Ivy. Or you can also ask me questions, but this show is all about Ivy. So go ahead and type your questions, or just say hi. Say hi and let us know where you're watching from. Yeah, that'll be great to get to know who's watching us. I know a few of you are watching from other states and also from the Philippines on Kumu. Are you
I'm
ready?
back. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I have
I
to
can
use this
hear
one.
I can hear myself. I
Can
think
you hear
your
me?
cell phone is like the volume is high.
Can you hear me?
Yes. I can
Okay.
hear myself twice.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes. I can still hear myself.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Check, check, check. Okay. I don't know, something conked out. So I'm back
Yeah,
to
so
my
I
iPhone.
think your cell phone volume is on.
No, I did
No?
not. It's off. I'm
Oh,
using
okay.
a earphone from a
Oh,
laptop.
okay. Hang on.
I'm back.
All right. Okay, yeah, so we were talking about your favorite sports.
Oh, badminton, basketball, all of the above. But right now, into bodybuilding again.
Oh, so how does sports lend into singing? Like is there anything about doing sports that contributes to singing?
Strengthening of your abdomen, strengthening
Mhm.
of your lungs, strengthening of your system. It help. It helps me, especially if I do my walking. I lift weights only at home, or I go to the Orange Theory. I walk. I feel good, and I sleep well. If I don't, oh my God, I'm awake. I sleep late because of the telenovela of Korean novela.
Oh,
It's
you're a
crazy.
K-drama fan.
Yes, I
Oh my
have,
god.
because of
Who
my busy schedule, I'm not able to follow right now. But um, beloved summer, perfect.
who's your
Crash
favorite
landing,
oppa?
crash landing, getting married, right?
Hunbin, right?
Yeah, I
Oh
like the
my
guy in.
god.
I like the guy in Beloved Summer. He's one of the Hollywood star right now.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen a K-drama in such a long time. What's his name?
Beloved Summer, perfect to watch. So
Yeah,
beautiful.
so
I
I
think
don't know who the
I'm ahead of my other friends who started. They would ask me, what's the best uh, K-drama, blah, 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 blah. They're all in my list.
How many K-dramas have you watched since you
Oh, I
started
cannot
watching?
count. I cannot count. When I start a K-drama, I had to finish it. I had to finish it. That's why I stay up late because of K-drama.
So you
Or I
binge
watch,
watch?
or I watch YouTube, the latest news, the latest whatever, you know.
Oh my God.
But
Yeah, I used to watch a lot too.
but lately I try to go to bed. I'm in bed by 10 and I'm asleep by 10:30. And I wake up
Oh
at
wow, that's
7:30
pretty
in the morning.
early.
7
Yeah.
in the morning.
So
I
who's your would you say Hanbin is your favorite oppa?
ah, I don't know. There are a lot of them eh. Cannot
Crash
say my favorite.
Landing on
Yeah,
You.
may gusto ako eh. Si
Iminho.
ang dami eh. A lot.
There's so many of them, right?
Just too many that I can't anymore remember those names because they sound all the same. And sometimes I speak Korean already because you read, right? And I
Yes.
started singing Korean songs too.
That is so
It
cool.
is cool.
Yeah.
Hansamida, Hansamida, Michige. Right, Michige is love. I love you.
That is so awesome. Sarangheyo, Ivy Violan.
Saranghe, saranghe, Hansamida.
Jajuneseo?
Eh?
Yeah. That is so cool. Can you read and write Korean Hangul? Hangugo?
No,
No?
I can write it the way I hear it, but I don't know how to write Korean.
The characters? Yeah.
No, I can't.
Have you been to Korea?
Only on the basis of stopover to Manila.
Did you take the transit tour?
Not yet. Maybe this time when I go back to Manila, before I go back to Manila, or before I go back to the States.
Yeah, 'cause that is so awesome. So when you the next time you go to Korea, if you have a stopover, a long layover, you should take the transit tour because it's free.
I know.
Yeah, yeah, it's
It's
worth it.
I'm gonna do it because I
Yeah.
never got the chance to go down. But they say, if you notice, um, very prayerful people, Koreans. There's a temple up the mountain that you can pray.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to compete with one Korean artist in 1985 ABU Song Festival in Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Let me share this. 1977, I was in Singapore with the Royal Flush Music Society. We had a commitment for 6 months and 1 month in Bangkok. We were number one show band. They would watch us. They were not even 5 or 6, but now look at them. But every time, in my experience, every time I get to compete, they would say, "Oh my God, Philippines again." We always place in any event, any competition, and anywhere in the world we have Filipino artists. Anywhere, my God, we're so gifted. Awesome. Galing, galing. Pinoy ako. Pinoy ako. Whatever you say, I'm still Pinoy at heart. Wherever I may be, I'm still Pinoy at heart. My roots are still in the Philippines.
And so, given that you're saying Pinoy ako and you're proud to be Filipino, what do you see from the music industry in the Philippines right now? Like, what are your observations?
Oh, if you notice, in the Grammy, in the awards night here, Phil Am. Huh? Right? Her.
Mm-hmm.
There are two new artists who are Filipina. Rodrigo is Filipina.
Mm-hmm.
Phil Am. So I believe that one day we'll be on the top.
And where do you think the Philippine music industry is going?
course, it's gonna go somewhere else. But ah, for now, you know what? Okay, being a Viva artist for the past 35 years, they merged with one of the recording company in France. Hmm? So we'll be exploring the world.
Mm-hmm.
To be a Viva artist, I am so grateful to Boss Vic Del Rosario, Baby Hill, and Tita Gia Ferrer, and all the corporate heads in Viva. I'm so grateful. Hindi nila ako pinabayaan.
So, what does being in a recording label or management do? Like, what does it do for artists like you?
It opens a lot of avenue for you.
Mm-hmm.
They can see you in all media platforms, Spotify, YouTube. They take care of you. They take care of your song to be aired in Spotify, Apple Music. It pays to have a recording company. It pays. It is not, for me, it's not advisable to have your own. It's so easy to have your own brand recording company, but it's still different if you have a big company that is handling your songs. Like me, I just finished a 5 years contract, Viva, ongoing. So they
Mm-hmm.
take care of my songs, they take care of my YouTube, they take care of my all media platforms.
That is so awesome. And what other resources do you think are helpful for new artists who want to become like you, or want to reach like the status that you've reached?
Ah, again, I'll go back. Surround yourself with just your family, management company, and what else? Always pray to God. Never,
Mm-hmm.
never lose your connection with God. Because with your connection with God, you're going to explore a lot of territories. He will lead you the way. Like how He led me to be where I am right now. And look, I have been exploring a lot of avenues. Never did I think that I could market home care, home health. I could market artists. Never thought that I'd do that. Because I've learned from my life, all throughout my life, I am a product. So I know how to handle a product. You have to be wholesome to be a good product because nobody's going to buy this product, right? Because you manage artists, Mick. Uh,
Yeah.
but lately I said, matitigas ang ulo. Pero okay na sa akin yung matigas ang ulo. Kasi mas madaling alagaan. Kesa naman sobrang bait. 'Di ba? Walang spunk, walang fire, walang challenge. Pero wag lang sasakit ulo ko or else I'm gonna drop you. And I always say this, Mick, it's not money I'm after here. Uh, if only you will follow because of my experience in this field of entertainment, you'll make it. You will make it. Bonus
Mm-hmm.
na lang yung pang-grocery ko, pambili ng damit, bonus na lang yun eh. Importante kasi make yung boses alagaan. That is very important. Discipline. No cold drinks for me. I'm talking about myself. No cold drinks. No spicy food. Clean food. I'll give you one example. Every time I do a concert, 3 hours before my concert or 2 hours before my concert, I eat steak, walang lasa. I eat a banana and then warm water with honey. That's it. I'm good.
Mm-hmm. So aside from steak, do you have any other favorite food?
Patty, hamburger patty. I like
Mm-hmm.
Monty's Burger. Are you gonna send me Monty's Burger? It is
we
so
we can
good.
go to Korean barbecue if you like.
Ken, let's go after this.
Yeah, let's go.
Go pick me up. hungry. Let's go, Mick.
We'll eat all the banchan.
Yeah, just across Saint Basil. There's a good place.
That is so.
Let's go.
I
Let's
mean,
go.
yeah, yeah. It's only like 10 minutes away.
Okay, pick me up, ah. Huwag ka
Oh
madaya.
my god.
Maybe tomorrow. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. We should go. And
Promise.
so are there other things that you do aside from sports, aside from singing, from vocal coaching, or writing and composing music?
Um, you know what, Mick? There's one dream that I have not fulfilled. I was taking my master's in communication arts in UP, one semester, but because of being in the with the band singing for 4 hours in the Boulevard in Eduardo's and Rinos, I had to stop because ang layo eh. Puyat, you go to UP, so I stopped. But now, God willing, I plan to go back to school. I
Mm-hmm.
plan. That's one thing I'd like to do. That's one thing I'd like to do. My friend was telling me, Colby, my arranger, why don't you study mixing and everything and blah 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 and sabi ko, Colby, ikaw na yan kasi pag gagawin ko pa yan baka masisiraan na ang ulo, di ba? I'll leave it to you. I'll leave it to you. For now, out of my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot focus on a lot of things. I cannot. My mom would always tell me before that I have to be multitasking, which I'm not. I'm not. But now I learned. I learned to be multitasking. But there are times like if I'm busy, like I'm focused on singing, everything. Oh God, I cannot do the dirty work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right after this, I'm gonna go down and tatapon ko yung basura. Oh, di ba? I have to do
So,
my laundry.
are you a firm believer of being a master of one or being a jack of all trades and a master of none?
Master of one.
That is so cool. I mean, and and that manifested itself, with how your career was and how we all know you as a singer that we know, right?
Yes, I'm thankful. I'm just so grateful. Surrounded by right people like you.
Thank you. Yeah, I know we have to go to Korean barbecue one of these days and talk
Promise.
about K-drama.
How about tomorrow? I'm free tomorrow.
Sure.
Let me know what time. Just text me.
Okay. And so, do you have any advice for our viewers? What are your top three advices in fulfilling your dreams?
Okay. To all the viewers, it happened to me. Focus on one thing. If this is your dream, just focus on it. I go back again. Listen to your family. Listen to your coach. Listen to your management. And of course, God. Just the four. Four of them. You will never go wrong. That's the perfect advice that I could give because it happened to me. And I guess with you too, Mick. Right? You'll never go
Mm-hmm.
wrong. If you have the right people surrounding you, you'll never go wrong. Why do I say this? It happened to me. I failed in a lot of avenues. I failed in a
Mm-hmm.
lot of situations. Friends who I thought are friends, business who I thought are good business deals. There's one thing I learned lately. Um, don't trust people at once. Um, always have a contract with whoever you're dealing business with. Because if you don't have a contract, they can easily say goodbye, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it saves your time, saves your effort, and you sleep well,
Mm-hmm.
right? At the end of the day, it's you that matters, nobody else. You and your God, me and my God.
Mm-hmm. And so, for those people who are watching us right now, do you have any questions for Ivy? We have a couple of minutes and we can take questions. So, hi to Karen De
Hello,
Vera
Karen. Hello,
And hi to Facebook user. I can't see your name.
Hello to my granddaughter Ava Manon, turning 5 on May, and my other granddaughter Angelicola, 10, 5'4", who studies in Assumption too.
Oh wow.
A student, A student.
That is so
They
cool.
serve as my inspiration.
Yeah. And so everybody, thank you so much for watching all of us here for being with all of us here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ivy, for being on our show.
Anytime.
Kamsahamnida. Sarangheyo.
Sarangheyo. Amishige. Yeah? I'll see you again sometime soon. Let's have a date, Nick.
Yes. Yes.
Catch up.
Ne.
Nay.
Yeah, it's good to speak Korean with Ivy Violan, and maybe next time she's gonna teach us how to speak Korean,
I
right?
can teach you how to speak French.
Oui, oui, merci beaucoup.
Oh, merci beaucoup.
Yes. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. It's been such a fun conversation, Ivy, and we'll see you soon.
Don't
Don't forget, yeah,
Yeah.
March 20th.
No.
Malu told
Feb
her.
25.
Yes. Oh, Feb 25. Feb 25, Malu. No, sorry. So Malu Toller's fundraiser on February 25th at the Methodist in Montebello, right? So it's in Montebello, February 25th. That's Malu Toller with Ivy Violan and a bunch of other artists here who are local here in LA.
Will be there too, right? Your artist will be there, and also with Florante.
Yeah, Florante. I know Jules is gonna be there. Garth Garcia is gonna be there. Of course, you, Ivy, and Malu, of course. Yeah, so that's going to be a good show because Malu can really put on a good show.
Fundraising concert.
Yes.
For children and cancer victims.
Yes, so that's something to look forward to.
February
25th. Sorry, February 25th.
And then I shall see you July in my solo concert. God willing.
Yes.
So excited.
And I'll see you tomorrow with Korean barbecue.
Okay, see you.
Good night, everybody. Kamsahamnida. Sarangheyo, yorobun.
Michige.
Thank you so much.
Salamat po sa inyong lahat, sa lahat ng suporta nyo for the past 40 years ongoing. Without you, wala pong Ivy Violan dito. Salamat, Mick. Thank you for
Thank you so much,
all the
Ivy.
viewers, maraming salamat po sa inyo. Stay home. It's kind of cold and it's raining. Stay home.
Yes, stay home, everybody. Stay dry. Stay home. And good night and good morning to everyone in the Philippines.
Good morning, Manila.
Good morning, Manila. Yeah, this is like the Filipino goodbye, right? We're gonna be saying thank you and goodbye for the next 20 minutes.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.